Fighting for normal. Getting back to normal isn't as easy as it would seem. Um, I'm always living with this disease in the background, and it's a constant battle between my faith, my emotions, and my own willpower. At any point in time, I could slip into a darker place, and that's something I fight against every day. I try to stay grounded by focusing on what truly matters, which is my faith, my family, my health, and serving others. For me, that looks like, reading scripture and spending time in healing prayer, exercising, creating this vlog, of course, and even picking up small hobbies like learning to play the ukulele, which I spent an hour doing yesterday. These things, these little actions, they add up and, help give me strength and keep me from, slipping back into that darker place. What also helps is really just living in the moment and noticing the things that, I once took for granted. Like having a beautiful family, enjoying good food when I'm able, having nice weather, and feeling a cool breeze on a hot day, or just being surrounded by nature. Being able to show gratitude and appreciate the little things helps make it better, or helps take a little bit of the weight off of the disease and the daily challenge. It's definitely not always easy, and I've had posts about feeling low and kind of falling back into that negative mindset. But I think with time and with focus on the positive aspects of life, that it'll get easier. But yeah, just trying to focus on the priorities that matter, and health-wise, still feeling pretty strong. Now it's just a mental game, so still fighting hard every day. Thank you very much for all of the comments and words of encouragement. They really do matter. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.